Hey guys, so this is episode 1 of Junk Journal with me, a new series on my channel, and these are my junk journal prompts, and today's prompt is floral. And so before we get started, well, right now I'm looking for a page in my book, but while I'm looking, I wanted to talk about my posting schedule because I am changing it up and I'm going to post once or twice a week. So if I have a more hectic week, then I'll post once that week, and then if I have a more chill week, then I'll post twice. And now that I'm finished talking about that, let's get started. So this is the page I chose, and I am just doing a half page because I want to conserve the other pages in the book. And this is some ephemera that I have that I pressed some flowers, and I thought it was really cute, so I decided to use it with my floral theme. And this is an envelope that I just had, and I thought I would glue it onto the page and use it as a tuck spot. So those are the two things I have right now. And now I am grabbing this flower that I cut out of a children's dictionary that I've had for a while now, and it has some really pretty images. So I just grabbed that. That was pre-cut, and now I'm going through some embellishments that I made, and I made these by using also some images from my children's dictionary and some book images from some other books. And I picked some out that I thought might work with the page, and now I'm just going to go through and see what I think goes the best and pick one. Now, I do end up putting the flower inside the tuck spot as something to put in there so that it wasn't just empty. And now I'm going in and seeing everything on the page. I do not leave the as you can see, I do move the pressed flowers to the left side, and I do leave them there on the left side. And now I'm just seeing how everything else looks. And I thought the map one was one of my favorites, but since it was a floral theme, I wanted to go something with more flowers, sorry. And since that one only had a little one, I just thought it might not work with the spread. So yeah, I'm just going through everything and seeing. In the end, I kind of have a pink theme, a pink floral theme going on, and that embellishment that I have on the page right now is the one that I end out using because it has that pink flower and the red one and that lady on it. I thought it worked really well with the page, and like I said, in the end, it does end out being a pink floral theme. So it really works well with the page. So I am down between the two, those two, and I ended up going with that one. And now I'm just kind of going through my stamps that I made myself. I had this page from a scrapbook, like page book, and it had some push outs, so I just pushed some of them out and put them on book page, and then drew some the little patterns that you normally see on the postage stamps. And I picked a few out that I thought might work. And I also have these tickets that I cut out from another scrapbook page, and I end out using a pink one. And this pink ticket I put in the tuck spot with the flower. So yeah, and now I do start looking at all of these stamps and seeing which one I'm going to use. Seeing which one would match the best, and just going through them all. I do use two of them. I'm down between a blue flower, a green flower, and this pink lady, and I used the pink lady and this green floral one. I thought it was really pretty, and I put them in the bottom corner next to where the envelope is going to go, because there would have been a little blank space there, and I thought that it would go really well. And I do put the green one in the top diagonal, the top left diagonal, and the pink lady in the bottom right. And now I'm just going through this memo notebook that has some really nice, almost like they look like coffee dyed kind of pages. And I use this kind of like grid one that I end out cutting down. And I use this one in the tuck spot as a kind of background for the two, the flower and the ticket that I also have in the tuck spot. So yeah, now I'm cutting it down to fit in the tuck spot. And also, I wanted to talk about this really quickly. For my junk journal prompts, I have an entire list of prompts that I am going to be using every single episode of this new series on my channel. So every episode, I will just go through and use the next prompt and use that as my spread, my junk journal page for the video. So now I'm just going to glue everything down so that I don't really have a chance to change my mind. So I start by gluing down the envelope, but I do have some trouble gluing this down because it's just the glue got really sticky, and it was like I kept gluing it a little bit off the edge, and I want it to be like perfect. So you'll see now that there was a few times where I had to rip it off and just replace it. You'll see right here where I'm like trying to get it off and redo it and pushing it upward and just getting in the right spot. And then I'll just turn the page and glue it down on the other side. So when I use the page on the other side of this one, I will have that that tuck spot on that side, which is really nice too, because it serves as a double purpose. And now I'm just gluing down the corners to make sure that they're all stuck down. And now I go in to glue down the embellishment, I think. Or do I glue down the stamps? I glue down the stamps. Sorry, guys. I glue down the stamps first. And like I said, I glue them down in the diagonal way. And I do end up filling in the rest of the spot with a scrapbook paper in the end, towards the end of the video. But now I'm gluing down the embellishment, and I am taping down the pressed flowers. So now here I am gluing that down right on top of the envelope, and then next to it I use a kind of like a flower washi tape to tape down the pressed flowers. And this washi tape is not very sticky, so I had to tape like 2 strips of it down on the top and bottom, and it just was not sticking down. So I did still use it, I just had to hold it there for a little. And at the beginning, you'll see that I did try to make it a flip up, but the washi tape just kind of like fell off when I tried to flip it upward. So that wasn't going to work out. And also, I didn't really know what I was going to put under it if I flipped it up. So there was nothing really that I had to put. So it just kind of worked out better to tape it on the top and the bottom. You'll see now that when I fold it back down, the washi tape is just not even on it anymore. So it does just fall right off. But it does end up sticking when I just tape it right all down. And yeah, you'll see that now I'm going to bring out this other kind of, I guess, a washi tape that I have. It's kind of like this, like, kind of like a net. It's like a sticky net pattern. I have it in like a few different colors, and I just thought that it kind of went with it. The color was like a cream color, so I thought it really went with the color scheme that I have going on. So I did use it up there near the washi tape to kind of stick some of the corners down, and to add a little texture to the page, and I used it on the envelope as well. And after I stuck this down, I believe I start with some scrap pages to, well, first I was going to put that washi tape at the bottom, but I figured that it didn't really work out. It wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to stick. So I got this scrap piece of paper. It's this pink leaf kind of color, leafy pattern, and I thought it just went with the flower theme really well. And it brings out all of the pink on the page and really brings together the pink floral theme to the junk journal page. And I thought that was really nice that it bring everything out. And I do use it a few more times in the video, a few more times on the page also. So yeah, I use it there at the top, and I just had to trim it size-wise and the thickness. It was a little too thick for the page, but in the end, I got it just right and just glued it there on the top. And now I'm just putting everything into that text spot so that it's all there. And I thought I was going to end it here, but no, I had to, well, now is when I was going to add more of that washi tape to the bottom, but then I remembered it's not going to stick, not going to work. So I got more of that floral pattern that I used at the top there, and I put it there at the bottom to kind of add more to that little spot and not to leave it blank. So I just used that. And I literally used the entire strip of this because it just really went with the page, and it really was just kind of like the ending, the thing I needed in the end to bring the entire page together. So I used it in those two spots, and I also use it twice more in this page. I use it there under the stamp because I thought that there was a little gap there, and I was like, I could just put another little piece here. So I put that there, and then I use it again on the envelope. So this scrapbook page has a generous amount on this page. So now I'm just pushing down that washi tape to make sure it sticks, and just rearranging the stuff in the text spot. And now I grab back that grid page that I was going to throw out, and I trim it down again, and I used a little piece of it to write down the date and the prompt. And then I got a little piece of that floral pattern and put it under it. And I accidentally, I first put glue on the back of the grid when then I had to put it first on the scrapbook page. So I put it, then I had to change it and get the scrapbook page and glue it. So I glued down the scrapbook page and then just kind of glued the grid page on top. And then I get my Stabilo pen and I write floral at the top, which was the prompt, and I write October 9th, 2019, which was the date that I filmed the video. And that is all for this junk journal spread. I hope you guys enjoyed. And remember that I post once or twice a week. Bye, guys.